first live together, me and my son. So we are doing homeschool, of course. We've been doing it for years. And we often have what we call reflective moments. Okay, and I think it was appropriate for me to share this with you. So a lot of my intuition, a lot of my gifts, a lot of my knowing comes from just practical moments we have. And so this one basically started with a question that I asked. Okay, and so the question I asked him, I'm going to ask you guys as well, because, you know, that's how it works. We're all connected. So if you were to stop right now during your day and think about all the things that you have done today, all the good, all the bad, all the in between, and allow someone else to give you a name for yourself for the day, or yourself to give your name, a name for the day, how would you feel about that name? So that was kind of that. Let me get it more clear in my question. So if you were to stop and look at everything you did right now for the day, how would you feel about the name that you will be given by yourself or that someone else would give you? So that means if you sat and even wrote your journal and handed it over for somebody else to read it, how would you feel about whatever name they come up with? And so if you look back at that and you really like the name, it says a lot to you, or you agree with it, then continue on doing what you're doing. You're doing something right. Now, if you look at that name and it makes you mad, consider it for the truth. What truths does it hold? If it weren't true, you wouldn't be so emotionally connected to it. The same way how if it was true, you would also like it a lot. So if that name came out and it's something that you don't like, you might want to change your course of actions for today so you can get a name that you do like. Okay? So you said you had a name for me, right, son? What's the name?
Overall, like over the month, I'd say Evel, because you get really mean when it comes to school. And I know you always say, I love you, Raiden. I love you, Raiden. I'm not too sure. But I know you love me, too.
Okay. So you call me evil because I'm hard on you when it comes to school?
Yes.
Okay. And I can live with that name, y'all. That doesn't bother me. Okay, that doesn't bother me. If I call myself Mrs.Divine, that's because I came from somewhere else where I probably have thought, did, or said some evil things. So I accept the fact that there's still some evil in me. However, we're talking about today. If you were to give me a name for today, not overall your whole thoughts about school and stuff like that, or your teacher Mel. What's my name for today?
E Queen, because E stands for energetic, and it stands for embarrassment, because she's embarrassing, because I was just sitting here talking about reflecting with her, and then she randomly just pulls up her phone, and I'm like,
this would be a good idea for a video. No, it would be, but it is a good idea for a video because I'm trying to explain to people that your kids teach you so much. Your children teach you so much. And when I learn from you, I'm learning a lot about myself and life, and these are things that we overlook because you guys are children. These are things that we overlook because we tell you what to do and not the other way around. But when I can't overlook certain things, and those are things I feel I need to share. So I don't mean to embarrass you, but thank you for doing the video with me. All right, you got a message for them before we get off? My message is that we can always change. Okay, we can always change our course of action. If something's pissing you off right now and you want to act in a low vibrational way because it's pissing you off, you have that choice of what you're going to do, what you're not going to do. And when you choose it, it doesn't matter if it's a low vibrational way or not. If it makes you happy, if you can look at that name and stand in your power in it and your truth in it, then continue on what you're doing, act the way you're acting. But you always have that power to change if it is something that you wouldn't be too proud of. continue to self-reflect, and have a wonderful day, Star Pupils.